We just wanted to slow life down for a bit, take more in, experience something new and surf perfect waves. We're not seasoned adventurers. We just had enough of the routine of work and the prospect of another English winter. We were not experienced riders. Our Spanish was basic to say the least. Our mechanical skills questionable, and our budget was well below what was sensible for a trip like this. In fact, we were pretty naive when we look back on what we decided to do, and sometimes it scares me to think of the trouble we could have got into. But we did it nonetheless, and I reckon our naivety was perhaps the key to our success. In October 2015, we flew to Santiago, Chile, with money cobbled together from savings and selling some of our possessions. We bought a pair of brand new Honda XR 150s and had racks fabricated to carry our boards. A huge part of our budget gone. The next 12 months were spent riding north across 12 countries, from Santiago to San Francisco, simply riding and searching for perfect waves. We spent a lot of time on empty, endless, exhausting roads, following the GPS through the desert to our next camping spot. Each country we passed through offered us new challenges and taught us something. In Chile, we learned about bureaucracy and the dangers of stray dogs. We were stuck in the northern cities of Arica and Iquique for 2 months trying to get our bikes into Peru, just to start the journey properly. Our finances were dwindling. After buying the bikes, we were down to $10 a day between us. A room in a hostel cost $17, so we slept on a beach for nearly a month while we waited for the paperwork. Peru was full of huge rides, long days spent at full throttle through barren desert to get north of Lima, north to the land of endless left-hand point breaks, the ones we'd been waiting to surf. We got lucky in Peru and surfed every day. The wind blew offshore and groomed long-travelled groundswells as they hit perfect sand-bottom points. We camped on the beach in cheap rooms made from concrete blocks. The desert was a tough environment to live in, to ride in and to camp in. By the end of it we were desperate to be amongst trees, if only for a bit of shade from the harsh sun. After Peru came Ecuador and the tropics. We spent the next 6 months surrounded by lush green jungle and all the fruit and wildlife that comes along with that. It was free, good living, spent sleeping in hammocks often under palapas and tin roofs through tropical downpours. We got lucky on the road, riding that far, across hundreds of miles of dirt, sand and jungle, miles from civilization. We never broke down, never ran out of fuel, never had a puncture. People warned us of corrupt police in dangerous areas. We worried about Colombia and Mexico the most. Our fears were half realised when we were caught up in a cocaine smuggling operation on a boat crossing from Colombia to Panama, but we came out unscathed with the help of Interpol. The experience shook us up and reminded us of our mortality and the context in which we were travelling. We kept our heads down, rode, surfed and camped where it was safe through Central America and Mexico. Living in the tent or hammocks and eating cheap allowed us to claw back some daily budget. Watching the landscape change the way it did, crossing from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, from desert to jungle and back again, was an experience only riding motorcycles could offer us. There was no filter from the outside world like the window of a car or a bus. We followed the Pacific Ocean and its many moods for 15,000 miles, surfing most days. We weren't always on the move. We rushed through places that weren't perfect for us, places where the waves were busy or it was too expensive to live. We saved up time for places we fell in love with. We spent a month in El Salvador and could have probably spent a few years in Baja. We weren't searching for anything, just following each other north, getting closer to doing what we set out to do, learning how to relinquish control to the road and our budget. 15,000 miles on Honda XR 150s, 12 months, 12 countries, Santiago to San Francisco.
Just got out in the nick of time. We found ourselves drowning in the blood in a sea of wine. Down from the mountain, she waits, dancing around the fire, shaking the waist. blue fall dead in her eyes.